let's move on to the Saturday night game. So I can't wait for the uproar that is going to resurface on X when a bunch of people go to find this game Saturday night and realize that it is only on Peacock.
Streaming. Get ready for some serious hate mail, NBC.
There is going to be such anger.
Get ready for the kind of hate mail that only MSNBC usually gets. You are going to have to. That's a big game to put on streaming only.
Let me ask.
Get people to subscribe to watch reruns of Community.
I do think it's going to be a good game. I have a firm belief that there's at least a quarter of NFL fans have no idea that this whole streaming thing is going to happen Saturday night. And of course, it's Miami at Kansas City. It's going to be an electric game. But there's going to be a group of people because when these two teams faced off earlier this season, London game, right? We kind of got gypped out of that. It's early. He can't really work up to it. It's not really a Tyreek return to Kansas City. Everyone's over there speaking British, doing their thing. Now that we're back on American soil, winning soil, people are jacked up about this game. The Cheetah is going back to Kansas City in the frozen tundra. It's supposed to feel like -6 this Sunday or Saturday, -6, and they're not going to be able to watch it. They're not going to be able to watch it.
Yeah, that's not so. Can I ask a side question? When was that London game?
I don't know, mid-season.
All right, I'm just doing math on how long we should be expecting until Tyreek Hill has a baby somewhere in London.
Ooh, yep. Fair.
Right?
Fair point.
Take
the under.
I don't know. This game, it seems like everyone is on Kansas City because no one can
it opened at Miami +3, right? And it's moved to Miami +4.5. So everyone, like you said, is on Kansas City. And do you know why? Have you heard the main influence here as to why Miami is going to shit the bed Saturday in Kansas City?
Because they prefer Carolina barbecue.
Ooh, they would prefer Carolina weather is the actual answer. Tua sucks in the cold, dude.
0-4.
It's even more. I saw a stat. It was like 0 for his last 12. I mean, if you think about where he's played, like if you take it back, I don't know if it's the beginning of college or whatever. He does not. I mean, Hawaiian to Alabama to Miami, dude does not perform in cold weather, and he's going to be missing. Waddle's still hurt, right?
Waddle is, I think, officially listed as questionable. But
all right, so you don't have Waddle at 100%. When they played Tyreek earlier this season, they shut him down. They shut Tyreek down. And you know Tyreek wanted nothing more than to have an absolute day against them on that international stage, right?
Yep.
I see them shutting down Tyreek again. And I don't know. You can't trust Tua in the cold, but 4.5.
So this worries me because it seems obvious. If like 4.5, I'm taking Kansas City all day, and 47 and the over under 44 seems like I'm slamming it all day, which of course means that Miami's going to win 42-38.
Wait, you're going to take what on the over under?
I'm taking the under.
Under 44.
Right. I could see this being a 17-10 ball game. But that's what everyone thinks, and it's so common, and it's just, if we know one thing, it's that the public knows nothing. So if everyone is running in one direction with their money, you should probably run in the complete opposite direction. But right. I can't get there. First of all, I can't stand the Dolphins. One of my close friends, Will Douglas, I know you're watching, is a giant Dolphins fan, and he won't shut up because they like snuck by Dallas by 2 at home like that was a quality win. I just can't stand them. I don't think
Dolphins fans out of the woodwork this year. Out of nowhere, they became extreme. All of a sudden, everyone, big Dolphins.
I'm telling you, having lived in Miami for 3 years, the list of things that people in Miami care about more than the Dolphins is extremely long. It includes the Miami basketball Heat, okay? And if you want to talk
that's that
about
City team.
if you want to talk about the football fans in Miami, that town's all about the U. They could, if you went down to Miami right now,
Alumni,
you
let's
said,
go.
hey, and you did it in English and in Spanish, you said, hey, you have a choice right now. We are going to run either the Dolphins or the University of Miami football team out of town, and you are never going to get them back. The Dolphins would lose that. 9 out of 10 people would say, just let's keep the U.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, I think that it's maybe that gap may have closed a little bit this year, but I agree with you 100%. It's tough to not take KC. Honestly, I'm a firm believer in this weather, man. I am a baby when I go out in the cold. Like I don't want to be out
And
there.
you're one of the 5 greatest football players of our generation.
That's yeah, debatable, but I mean, I'd make the debate. So I know that there's going to be a difference. What scares me is that it's not Kansas City of old, right? Like I've had several games this year where Kansas City goes into the half and they've got a nice firm lead, and then they come out in the second half and they get a case of the drops. That offense becomes completely stagnant. I'm worried about that happening again. I have Kansas City -4.5 written down. I don't love it. Right. I don't love it. I'm going to wait to see if that line moves maybe a little bit back. But I do love my props for this game. Right. So we're going to get Pacheco over in receptions at 3.5. Right. We're going to get him at least 4, and he's going to get plus money on that at +110. And then over 15.5 carries as well. I think you're going to get a heavy dose of Pacheco this weekend. I want to see Achane. I couldn't find any props on him. I'm not sure if he's listed as questionable, or they're unsure of if Mostert's going to be back or not.
I think that's the thing. They're not sure about Mostert.
Well, running back props in this game in -6-degree weather for carries, I don't want it to be necessarily production based, right? I want it to be strategy based. So I like running back receptions and running back carries in this Kansas City Miami game.